How are you doing? I'm not too bad.
I'm much better for the fact that I can see you now. Yes, are you there? Are you well? Are you with us?
All is good. All is
All
good.
is good in the world. Hallelujah. It is the Easter miracle. Do you consider yourself like a hardcore gamer type thing? Because obviously you're playing in the competitive side. A hardcore war fanatic, as it were, when it comes to the gaming world. Is that what you think your gambit is?
In some games, yes, but not all.
Not all. So if we were playing Tetris or Super Smash Brothers or something like that, maybe not so much the war side.
Yeah.
And also, I'm a former IGL for Apex team, so that's where my name Omen comes from. Because I'm coming for you.
No, you're not coming for me anytime soon because I will kill you if you try. Are you in fact Turkish?
Turkish Cypriot from Cyprus, not from Turkey mainland.
You imposter! You're not a real Turkish man, and you've taken a Turkish name. How could you? How dare you? How atrocious! Never mind.
Still Turkish in there.
No. Mr. Minisparkz.
Hey guys, you alright?
Yeah, we're all right. We'll tolerate your presence. How are you, Mr. Minisparkz?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good to hear.
Canny, but I wasn't sure if you'd get the reference with us being a Geordie.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Just keep that reference to yourself. We are an international organization. Keep your Geordiness to yourself, unfortunately. Not to be racist to Geordies anyway. Mr. Minisparkz, what I'd also like to ask is, in terms of these 32 teams, where did these 32 teams come from? Was this like a global competition of some sort? What was it?
Yeah. So this was an international competition. Literally teams from all over the world were taking part. The team that beat us was they played in the next round, and the team that beat them was the team that went on to beat the whole win the whole thing. So to be honest, I think we did really well to be able to come ninth after we only had 3 team practices together and went straight into comp, and coming ninth was a pretty good starting point.
Awesome. So just a big shout out to your team. Thank you very much, guys. After 2 pre-practice sessions, you're already making a mark for the walls around the world. Well done. Thank you very much. Everybody give a howl. The most camp howl up in the entire world.
I do play a bit of PS4 when I'm being casual and stuff. And
Who put that there? Who put PC Master Race hashtag there? Because there is one particular PC game, I'd like to bring our attention to. And it is a game called RuneScape. Anybody play it?
OSRS.
I remember it.
Apparently, this is the funny thing about RuneScape. It is going strong. And I read an article about people who are really, really dedicated to the RuneScape experience are also really good at understanding Bitcoin. Anybody come across anything like that?
Yep, I've read that.
Now, why on earth? I mean, I don't know. I never played RuneScape. Have you guys played it? Can you understand why there might be a correlation? Anything?
I've never played it myself. So
I remember my friends playing it, and I remember them telling me you have to mine stuff in the game, like mine silver and gold and stuff. So it kind of makes sense with the Bitcoin relation.
It makes no sense to the Bitcoin relation. A mine with a freaking chisel, not a chisel, what is it, a pickaxe? A chisel, he says. Mining with a pickaxe is not the same as mining for freaking Bitcoin. How? I don't understand.
You've got to farm Bitcoin in a similar sort of way, so it kind of does. It's all about grinding, isn't it, with Bitcoin, so...
Grinding my left toenail, I swear. I remember once reading news about this particular Russian underground supercomputer system that they actually had to shut down because they were illegally mining Bitcoin. And I thought, Russian conspiracy, RuneScape.
It's took a massive hit recently.
That's about you. Yeah, but massive according to them. It's like how many hundreds of thousands of dollars for one Bitcoin is probably dropped like $100 a Bitcoin or something ridiculous like that.
No,
right?
It used to be worth 15,000 per one Bitcoin. It's now worth about 5,000.
Holy guacamole. I love you too, Christian Pass. No, that wasn't what I was saying holy guacamole to. You're saying it dropped like 2/3 the price of Bitcoin.
Yep. At its top price, it was 15,000. It's now valued at about 5,000.
I remember when it was pretty much worthless because me and my friends were gonna mine it, and we turned our PCs into servers at the time to do it, and then we were like, "What's the point? It's not worth anything," and we stopped.
Oh, you son of! Oh, that's
Must be
painful.
regretting now.
That is painful. That's like that guy that sold his Apple shares for like $50 or $100 or something, and it would have been worth billions now if he kept it. Do you guys remember that story? So
man.
Then I saw this other post about how a couple of pizzas were now worth, how much were they? $570 or something stupid like that. No, $1,570, something stupid like that, because they were the first products that they were bought with pizzas. I mean, with Bitcoin. That was amazing news as well, right there. That was quite funny to hear.
With regards to like League of Legends, it definitely makes you a little bit more resilient because League is full of trolls. Literally. So
really?
Yeah, I mean, it makes you a lot more resilient. So when it comes to like being nice to people who aren't the nicest in the workplace, it does help.
Trying to behave yourself around arseholes. Yes, my friend, that is a skill that you do then from gaming. So the other game, I don't know if it's released on the PC or not, was Resident Evil 3. Anybody?
Yes.
Is that on the PC now? Because obviously it's released on PlayStation. That's where its home was. But has it been announced for the PCs as well? Have you guys seen it yet?
I've seen loads of people streaming it and playing it. Personally, I'm a big coward when it comes to any sort of scary games. So, like, genuinely, the missus keeps saying that I need to actually stream when I play horror games because she says my reactions are just hilarious. But I said the mental torture isn't worth it. It's really not. I was like, the nightmares just don't leave.
It'd make for a good stream.
Yeah, we definitely watch it. We definitely watch the script.
I gave Josh a little bit of a taste of what I'm like when I'm playing these scary games, and like for Biohazard, for instance. So I gave him a little taste of that from memory, and he didn't stop laughing. So he laughed so hard he woke his parents up. Like that's how bad it was.
Oh so, man,
yeah.
Man, that's funny.
But yeah, I'm not sure if it's out on PC, but I can also say the same thing. I've seen quite a lot of people streaming it. I saw a lot of people playing it, and it is good. Very good.
Man, yeah, because I did the Resident Evil 2. I'm waiting. I'm gonna be a little bit patient because I'm waiting for my Final Fantasy 7 first. I might get Resident Evil 3 later. But there is a story going around. There's rumor going around that that's probably the last time they're gonna make a type. I'm hoping, I'm praying it's a rumor that it's probably the last time they're going to make the Resident Evil series game, simply because the issue I brought up the last time I was here a couple of weeks ago was that they're just running out of ideas. They're just remaking new games now, you know? So that's the one thing I'm kind of sad of, because we got up to Resident Evil 7, right? And Resident Evil 7, I didn't even have the VR kit, but that was scary as fudge. Right, that journey was a bit spooky because the light had to be set down, and then you don't know what the hell you're going to run into. It's all dark and everything. But I kind of find it depressing that, because I think the very first horror game I ever played was Resident Evil. What about you guys?
Mine was Outlast.
PS1 Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, right? Because I didn't even know. I mean, all I saw was, because the game back then, video games are still a kiddie thing, right? So I'm with my mom, and there's a big famous store down in Leicester, Macro it was called, right? We'd go buy bulk and everything there, kind of like our version of Costco, innit? I go in, and I see the PlayStation CD cases, and the one PlayStation CD case, every now and then I'd buy a game. It was just Chris Redfield on the front with a giant gun, and that was it. And then it was Resident Evil, and he's looking like I'm going to take on the world. And on the back, it was a bit freaky, like all these, giant spiders and dogs in there. That was it. And we didn't know what the hell we were getting into. So Mom said, yeah, okay, go on, just get the game. And I genuinely got stuck playing with Chris Redfield. I can't remember where. It was first time I ran into the spiders. And that was it. I didn't play it again for like months because it was crappy scary for me at the time. But I don't know are there any other really good horror games out there that can follow that feeling of keeping you spooked out? So, I mean, like Minisparkz, what type of games is it that really make you crap your pants?
I Pretty much anything that's I get very immersed into games, so it's kind of like it's happening to me. So yeah, so anything that's like first person, that's it.
No
That's like
go.
yeah, that's like no go. I'm not touching that. Like Dying Light. Have you heard of Dying Light?
Yeah, Dying Light.
So the like free running zombie apocalypse thing, yeah. So my friend like played it for so long, and he was like, "Bro, you'll love this game." And he was like, "And I tried the demo, which is you get 1 hour of playtime on the demo, all right, and you can go as far as you can in the campaign in that hour or whatever, you know." I turned it on, downloaded it, started playing. Within 2-3 minutes, I'd say, I found a safe spot and didn't leave for the next 58 minutes. So I'm not even kidding. Like there was zombies everywhere, and I was like, "Bro, I'm just not moving." And he was like, "Dude, you've got to move." I was like, "No, I'm not moving. Not happening. No, that. They were everywhere, bro." And I was just like, "Nah." And when I was free running and running away from them, they were catching up to me. So I was just like, "No, screw this. I'm sitting right here and I'm not moving." So, yeah.
Oh, you poor baby. What about you? What's your name, Phil? Your name's Phil. It's only written there on your screen. Life of Phil. Hi, Phil.
Hello.
Phil, what about you when it comes to scary games?
I've played quite a few, simply just because everything horror I like. Although it can scare the crap out of me, I find it quite enjoying for some weird reason. But yes, the first really horror game that I played was Outlast. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, seen of it. But there was a second one that they also brought out. Now, the first one, oh boy, yeah. I was scared. But I managed to complete that. And then obviously with playing the first one, they brought out the second. I was like, well, I've got to give the second a go. I was probably playing it for about half an hour. I've never been back to the game since. Oh, why am I not completing that second game? No way.
Wait, this is Outlast, right?
Yeah.
That's on Steam, isn't it? I think you can get it.
It's on everywhere. Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, it's everywhere.
Oh, right, okay. I've not seen it on PlayStation, so I might need to check it out.
Yeah. But then another game that you could say is kind of scary is it's not exactly scary. It's got a lot of jump scares in it. It's a game called Welcome to the Game 2.
Welcome to the Game 2.
Yes.
Okay. As in 2 the second part, or 2 as in as well?
Yeah, the second
okay.
part of the game. I didn't play the first, I only got introduced to the second. And basically there is you're basically like an IT guy. You go onto the deep web and you've got to save these people that have been like captured on the deep web. Now, you have to, if on the deep web, if you're trying to get these people that have been caught, if you're not constantly changing your VPN and things like that, people are going to track you.
Right.
So first of all, if you don't move your wireless router that you've got a little dongle to move out your room, you stand up from your desk, all of a sudden a whole shite ton of FBI are just running through your door and scaring the crap out of you. You can then also just have a guy that randomly appears in your apartment. You turn around, he's just there with a gun in your face. There's also a creepy guy that just stands at your window just staring at you. Yeah, so the whole point of the game is to hack through deep web websites to get a key and save this person's life, with also little bits to scare the daylights out of you at the same time.
See that the way you explain it, right, is just like, oh, you're a hacker and you're trying to help people get free. It doesn't sound like much, but the way they put the game together, that sounds bloody amazing, right? Because to take a concept like that and to make that fully immersive, to make you crap your pants, that takes some skill.
I can agree. I was streaming it with a friend, and it's our most viewed clip because of the guy. We basically we had to go down because every so often the power will go out. You then have to come out your room, walk all the way to the end of the hall, go down a few steps of stairs, come back up to turn the power switch back on, come back to your room. We then sat back down in the chair, and then I was like, right, check the window to see if the guys come in, because whilst you're looking at your desktop in the game, you can only see the desktop. So you then have to come away from your desktop screen to look around the room. I was like, right, check the window, see if the guy's there, because if the guy's there, you have to turn your back for him to go away. as I say to turn to check the window, we turn to check the window, and the guy just stood there with the gun and skizzed out of us.
I remember when first time playing one of those horror games, it was called Fear. I don't know if anyone remembers it, back in 2005.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was FPS with this little girl kind of out of ring, and me and my mate at 2 o'clock at night, we used to just put it on, close the lights, and just try and play it, but we could only survive about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, played it, and then we were like, yeah, no, this is not going to work. But Outlast 2 was really good, managed to finish it, but Phil, you should definitely
Phil, we'll see. We have the achiever here.
Definitely.
The overachiever.
It is quite a scary game, especially a part where you're in the village and
you know that bit in the village where you've got that woman with the staff that just constantly keep changing you around? Yeah, I can't get past it. No.
It took me so many tries. I mean, you just have to try and figure it out, because I don't know how I'd done it, but I just managed, and I was like, phew, thank God for that. I'm done with that part.
The moment I think I've got away from her, I'll climb through a fence, and then she just stood right next to me, and
she's quite scary.
I gave these guys a bit of homework. I gave them the homework of getting themselves some video game based pickup lines, because I'd love to see how daft it is out there. One particular individual says that, yes, thank you very much for writing pickup lines. In case you didn't know what pickup lines are, someone just stick that down the screen. So in case you guys didn't know, we have this one of our members here. He says he has no game at all, so I called him a noob. I shan't embarrass him, that's who it was. I won't say his name. What I'd like to do is we're all going to read out one pickup line each, right? And then we're going to leave it to the people in the cast to find out what they think is their favorite pickup line. So I am going to go first just to level out the room. So to make life a little bit easy for you, and then we'll go one by one each. And if we're running out, let me know. I think it's only going to take like 4 or 5 minutes.
Do they have to be PG?
Do they have to be PG? Hoo-ha. Try not to make them too dirty. All right. Okay, so you knocked out like half of your lines now.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Baby, are you Hideo Kojima? Because you make my snake solid.
For all of my Call of Duty people out there, are you using hacks? Because as soon as I joined this lobby, I got a hardened perk.
Oh, that's so bad. All right, we got one here from Captain Toothless here. Phil, you want to read that out?
Mario is red. Sonic is blue. I've got another controller. Be my player too.
Man, that's just too cute. No, we don't want cute. We want horrible, nasty ones. We want ones where the woman will throw a drink in your face. Or man, depending on who you want to pull.
You must be a mega mushroom because you make me huge.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yep.
All right, so this one's league related. So, hey girl, you top lane? Because I want to sit in your bush for 5 minutes before leaving us both disappointed with nothing happening.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I think PG is out the window right now. Go right ahead. Let's go loose. Baby, you can call me Dr. Neo Cortex because I'm going to crash that Bandicoot.
Fair play. If I were an NES cartridge, would you blow me? Are you sitting on the F5 key? Because your ass is refreshing.
Your ass is refreshing. That's so atrocious.
Hey, baby, what's the drop rate on those pants?
That's like any game ever, really.
RNGs out there.
I love Mikey Santiago's on want to play some Nintendo 69.
Nintendo 69. Oh, damn son.
I am Senna. You can be Ramus and roll right in me. You won't get it unless you're feeling sorry.
Do you like RPGs? Because I want to be your Final Fantasy. No.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We'll delete that one.
Another one for Call of Duty. I use Full Metal Jacket for deeper penetration.
Oh man, that's so bad.
Are you
I
a
love how
princess?
someone.
Because
Go
I'm
on.
about to smash that peach.
Awesome.
The almighty Bulgarian steed, come duo and you can ride me to Masters.
Oh,
Atrocious.
don't worry, babe. I'm a gamer, so you can trust me to be good with my fingers.
That's so bad, Joe. You
got another
son
one.
of a somebody read that one out.
Call me
Call me
Master
Master
Chief.
Chief, because I would love to get into your ring.
I kid you not. I had a freaking Halo one related exactly like that. That is so annoying. Let me read it out. Where is it gone? Do you play? Well, it's not as good as that one. That's much better. Do you play Xbox? Because I can put my Master Chief in your Halo. That's the one I said. That was close. That was pretty close. I'd rather ride.
Make up for it.
Go on then. Phil, read that one out for us.
I'd rather ride you than Yoshi any day. Are you Mortal Kombat? Because your beauty has finished me.
To make up for the last L I took, okay, hey girl, want to slide down the flagpole and beat the level?
Oh man, that's so bad.
I'm busy trying to find the
Can we get a highlight of that gamer girl Amy's recent one, please?
Which one?
I'd love to enter your base. Shall I enter from the front or the rear?
Sometimes it's the simple ones that win. Well done, Mr. Gamer Gal. Oh man, that's bad.
We've got Jordan here.
Okay. You basket! So read that out because I'm super pissed now. That's twice somebody stole my line. Someone.
I'm a guess that the first word should be call. So call
Yeah.
me Lara Croft, as I'm about to go tomb raiding.
Ah, you son of a gun. Alpha, I love you, but again, someone I wrote, is your name Lara Croft because I want to raid your tomb? That is so annoying.
How many COD points does it take to unlock you?
How many what?
COD points.
How many COD points?
Oh,
does it
COD
take to
points.
unlock you?
I thought you said cobwebs. I'm thinking that I don't want to unlock her if we need cobwebs to unlock her. Oh, nasty.
Damn.
Oh, jeez. Omen, do you have any more left?
Should do. You must be Redstone Torch because you extend my piston.
That's a good one.
The emphasis on the word was perfect. It was my piston. Go, Xbox.
Hey girl, want to come back to my place and play with my needlessly large rod?
Needlessly large.
That's an item in Luke.
Esports Solids. Hold up real quick.
Esports Solids.
Shout out for the merch. Thank you. Great quality.
Yes.
Awesome.
Do you like to play miniature war games? Because you can play with my Warhammer.
Not
Go on
bad.
then.
Bad.
So, obviously, because we went through all the non-PG ones, the only one left is the one that's going to go, ah.
Oh,
It
God.
is. There may be many side quests, but you're my main objective.
Oh, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Jonna is my condom, shielding me from your Mal's space aids.
I mean, that's not even a pickup line. Are you nasty Nork? Because you can Spyro my dragon.
Not bad. Not bad.
Somebody's put their pickup lines. Be advised, not PG. Too late. Thank you for the warning, though, but thank you. Just a little bit too late, too soon. Too late, too little, too late, rather. You know what I mean.
Yep.
Okay, too soon. That's what she said. I would also like to say that Esports Solos, their new mark is coming soon, so that's pretty cool. Things that we need to look out for. There it is. We will stay tuned, and the smirk will be available for all our team members. They look awesome. I'm pretty ticked off that I didn't get any myself yet, but I will be hopefully getting on for the next time I log on. So thanks a lot, guys, for representing the Merc. Phil, Omen, and Mr. Sparks, thank you very much for gearing up to show our crew what it looks like to have proper Merc to make us a part of a team.
A lot of the chat have been talking about this, to be fair, and quite a lot of people do know about it. But for those of you that don't, there is a new game that is currently in beta. called Valorant.
There we go. Someone's asking about it. Valorant team.
So currently, the only way to get into the closed beta is by watching people that are streaming Valorant with drops enabled, with probably about a 3% chance of even getting a code. But, you know, if you're lucky enough, I hope you enjoy the game, because I've been doing it for the last about 80 hours trying to get a code. Still not got one, but it's all good. Quick message there from Esports Dollars. Apparently, we should be back in stock for next week, so that's all good. Everybody be on the lookout for that. But yeah, basically, the way I describe the game is it's like CS:GO with aspects of Overwatch. So characters have special abilities, but then you've also got the whole like kind of gameplay and game style of CS:GO. You've got like a 5v5 sites where you like set down spikes and things like that. And to be fair, it does look pretty interesting with what things there are going on. So obviously that's one of the main things that a lot of people are seeing about Twitch and a lot about the gaming industry as of the minute. But another main thing that I have saw, and I would say I am favoring over the whole Valorant thing, is the remaster of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
Wow, the remaster of the Modern Warfare 2. That is risky. They better do that good. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really bad news, I think.
Well, for me, one of my most anticipated games that will be coming out is probably Cyberpunk 2077. I've already pre-ordered the collector's edition, so I'm looking very forward to it. So hopefully they don't delay anymore after the last delays. Now we're waiting for September.
Quick question, Omen.
Yep.
I had a friend send me a screenshot yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the price of the 2080 Ti's Cyberpunk limited edition?
Yep, I did. It was around somewhere $4,000, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I love the crew.
There's only 200 of them.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, would love to get my hands on one of them, but 4,000.
And I'd love to have a freaking Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
With regards to the league team, where we are in hard practice at the moment, we've just got our top laner there yesterday, so we're going to be in comps soon, very soon, probably like you're talking in the next couple of weeks, to be fair. And yeah, we should be smashing it soon. And just another little thing on Valorant, it was made by Riot Games, who make League of Legends. Just saying that. Popping that in there, boys, you know.
Oh,
Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered is already out on PlayStation. The 30th of April is for PC.
Get out! How awesome is that? I think CS:GO, you've just hit a nerve there, because after I was in Pakistan while I was finishing off my secondary school, and you had the gamer cafes. So you'd go down into a basement, and they're all LAN cabled up. Right, we're talking LAN times, right? LAN times, and we just CS:GO was the only game that they ever played, and I was terrible at it. But the only thing about CS:GO was that we were just playing it together, and that's all it was. It was just friends hanging out. They didn't give a damn how good or how bad you were. We kept on screaming at each other in profane language, and the guy who was the host of the cafe would just laugh and facepalm, and that was it, and give us some drinks to calm ourselves down. I think that was the memory I have when it comes to the first-person games.
I'm going to give that question directly to Sparks.
Yeah, so I mean, I've played a few car games, and I've seen some insanely sick simulators where people have like pretty much got like a full Volkswagen dashboard in front of them, and they're actually driving, and that is insane. Like, I genuinely wish I could play with that sort of simulator, because that would be awesome. But yeah, I feel that they fall a little bit short sometimes on the reactions when you're playing on them on like PS4 and stuff. I feel like sometimes when I'm actually like turn the corner or something, it doesn't turn as fast as it would in real life, sort of thing. So I think there's still a little bit of a gap there, but I think they'll probably be stepping it up as technology moves forward, you know.
Now, I haven't read too much on it personally. Does anybody else?
Well, I've only seen the trailers from E3 and stuff, but I haven't really read up much on it. Just by looking at the trailers, it looks like it's going to be a cool arcade type of game, you know, action, adventure, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but I'll probably give it a go when it comes out.
Like, I'm a massive Marvel fan, big geek myself. Not just Marvel, like when it comes to everything, like Star Wars and everything. I mean, I've got R2-D2 tattooed on my shoulder, boys.
You have it.
Big Star Wars fan here as well. You can
Yeah.
see little Vader sitting there.
Yeah, well, yeah. So literally, when it comes to games like Marvel and things like that, I'm 100% gonna play it. It's just a case of finding the time, which kind of, right now time isn't on my side because the league team has me very, very busy.
Do you think that Warzone will finish the year as the best BR, or will something else take over? And just to add in something else here, Christian, you said Valorant will smash it. However, in my opinion, Valorant isn't classed as a battle royale.
No, not really.
No.
I wouldn't say Valorant's a battle royale because it's more like CS. But obviously, with your competitors, you've obviously, with the whole Warzone, you've got Apex, you've got Fortnite. So what do we think will finish on top at the end of the year? Fortnite has been the one that has obviously constantly been smashing it. There's been many rivals. Apex is obviously still a pretty good game, but Fortnite still tops it. Do we think Warzone will top that?
You see, I played PUBG before Fortnite got released, but I'm not sure if you know what PUBG is,
yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so I played that before. Yeah,
Cool.
so I played that before Fortnite got released, and like I haven't really played Fortnite because, I'm not a big fan of that
This is
style.
horrible.
I think it's the building aspect. I didn't like the building aspect.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
I played the game to begin with, but then, in my opinion, they more started concentrating on in-game content rather than game fixing and patching.
Do you not think that happens with most games nowadays? Like they start focusing too much on like in-game buys than actually sorting things out. It happens so often now.
Very true.
I'm pretty sure that the pickup lines were, they weren't PG, but they was pretty good. I'm quite impressed. But yeah, the reason why I'm coming in today is I'd like to publicly announce we did launch it within the team. However, I want to announce that we have recently launched the Wicked Wolves Academy. So this is a big shout out to Kim Jinx and Eric Lara. They're the brainchild behind the academy because at the moment we have from 16 plus, and they wanted to focus on the next generation, the youth development circuit, if you will. So we have now launched the youth academy program, which is from 12 to 16. And then after that, they can try out and potentially make it into the main team. It's not guaranteed because we want them to fight for something, to earn it. We've reached some massive numbers. We've broken records left, right, and center. We're up to 1.5k on YouTube. We're on 1.1k on Facebook. One of our Packcasts actually got to 2k views on Facebook and on YouTube as well. So a massive round of applause for all the viewers there. I've got a video that everybody else would want to see, and this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I swear to you. This is the world's youngest Wicked Wolf fan. Watch how cute this is. Obviously watching our videos. How cute is that? That is just, we're growing all the time. Obviously, last week we launched the merch, and I want to thank everybody that we actually sold out in just under a day. All the merch are pretty much gone. The black sold out like that. Everybody, all the guests would probably agree that it was hard to get one because literally people were just going on and going, bam, yeah, place order, and there we go. So, Esports Solos, thank you very much for that. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop in and say massive well done to the Wolves more than anything. Thank you to the content creators. Thank you to the competitive guys and the production team behind the scenes. Amy Wallace, big shout out to her as well. She's been throwing out videos left, right, and center. Joe Butler and Josh Edwards, the marketing team. So yeah, I just thought I'd come in and say some massive thank yous. So the way the academy will be running is we will be taking some competitive guys and some content guys that are already in the team that are very successful, and they'll be going in to help the academy, to help them coach. So like potentially we're looking at potentially getting an Academy League of Legends team, which means Minisparkz probably, if he would, he'd probably go in and help coach the younger team, and then obviously our main team and our academy team could fight off to see how that'd hold up. Any news on the merch program? So the merch program is going to be launched obviously once we get the stock back up, which Esports Solars did tell us that the merch is going to be in next week. We did have a 7-day flash sale. We are extending that 2 days to give everybody a fair opportunity for the $12.99 because it seems to be popular. After the 2 days, the merch program will launch officially. So if you are interested in the merch program, you need to drop me a message. Tell me why you'd be perfect in that merch program, what your following are on social media, what your followings are with your stream, and then you'll be able to get yourself your own discount code and you can start making a bit of money from selling the merch. Thank you very much. Speak soon.
Walls, yeah, throw me to the walls, throw me to the walls, yeah, throw me to